Wow! Now that's what I call showmanship. My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the commensurate showmanship you showed there. I mean, those twists and feats of dexterity. Audiences love a thrill like that. Of course they do. Trust me, I would know. Audiences love me. I was in there the entire time, wondering to myself, can they overcome my lock? An iron like me can't be locked behind just any sort of lock, Yeah, and even though I have no problem retaining an audience's attention myself, none whatsoever, why, just imagine the sorts of heights we could reach with you as a part of my act. Most certainly. Just imagine it, you and I pulling off daring escapes. Me, the world-famous magician. You, my bright-eyed young assistant, pulling in the younger crowd. Splendid! Naturally. I'll be here when you are ready. But I am from the most exotic of Canadian locales. Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. How dare you assume that just because of my own form? My dear Gaia, since I have been let out of my small door, I have done some research on my homestead. There exist many a dune of sand in Saskatchewan, northernmost sand dunes in the world. Hence, leaving the world of laundry and entering the realm of magical arts. The more you know. I, Ronaldini, away! Ha ha ha! Now you see it. Now you don't. A friend who helped reveal my true self. You are colder than Canada. Ha ha ha! Ta-da, my love! Ta-da! Come, my little bunny! With that fantastic red shirt, you look like a magician's assistant. Presto! We are closed. Yes? The madame. For her, I shall assist. Wonderful audience member, the madame. Only from afar, mind you, but I've seen her in the distance. Kind, quiet soul. Sign me up. Life is a scam. Sign me up. Consider it so. The great Barbini. Our training awaits. What? Poof! Yeah. Do not be alarmed. Afraid, perhaps, for the greatest mystery yet awaits. You have ventured onto the path less traveled. A path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. I see you've come crawling back to prostrate yourself at my feet. Have you rethought your advice? 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 Have you grown less timid? All right, but as I said, aha, you've returned. Couldn't resist the draw of my devilish distractions? Of course you couldn't. Once more you have ventured onto the path less traveled, a path where no thing is sure, where the unknown is the only certainty. You, unfortunate soul, have stumbled into my fearsome presence. It is I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible. Poof! Flash! Poof! Forgive me. I too easily forget the terrifying effect my astounding illusions can have on mere mortals. Calm yourself. Sigh. Gaze into my eyes. Find the strength inside, and comfort will follow. Do as I command! It smells of the brimstone from whence it leaps, the heat that emanates from my very soul. For I, Ronaldini, am a conduit to the darkest of dark magics. I impress, I amaze, I, Ronaldini. I am no genie. How dare you debase and insult me, you who are but a peon? 'Twas I, Ronaldini, whose prestidigital powers successfully swiped the great diamond of the Aga Khan from beneath his very gaze. Harumph! Harumph, I declare! Do you imply that I am a charlatan? That my legerdemain is not craft but folly? Then be gone! You do not deserve an audience with me. I, Ronaldini. What? No one possesses I, Ronaldini, save for perhaps the devil himself. What good am I? None! I work not for the forces of light. I command the forces of evil to do my caustic bidding. Now do you feel the tendrils of my psyche entwining with yours? Yes, yes, I'm sure that is so. Gaze into my eyes and find the mystery you seek. Now do you feel the tendrils of my psyche entwining with yours? You mock me. I am no genie. I am no magical ghoul living in some forsaken cistern. Of course not. I cannot grant what you wish unless it is beguilement tinged with the acrid bitterness of fear. I can only assume you are familiar with my dastardly visage from the countless broadsheets and pamphlets strewn about proclaiming my sinister genius. I, Ronaldini, stand before you. You may quake, should you choose. Ah, or perhaps I should make you quake. But I have achieved so much. I have travelled to the four corners of the globe. I have wowed royalty. I have stunned heads of state. I have gobsmacked captains of industry. This is your home? So you are a property owner of great repute. Consider me impressed. Perhaps you aren't the pedant I'd initially taken you for. Did you say Shania Plain, the Canadian songstress? The shining light of pride for that imperfect nation? Oh, would that I could echo those sentiments. The mere mention of the place sends a shiver down my spine. It is not winter's frigid talons casting chills. It is, I'd rather not discuss it. You speak in dismissive tones. You cut me to the quick. I rarely wear a cape. A magical cape! Okay, yes. No, I have been known to don a silk-lined velvety affair, but I am only tricks and japes. Mostly tricks, though. What is there to say? I feel like, without the stage, without the allure of illusion, I vanish in a puff of smoke. No, this iron behind the cape, he ceases to exist when the grease paint and bespoke tuxedo are returned to their trunk, when I am returned to my dressing room, folded into the wall and forgotten. Well, I suppose I could grant you the benefit of my innermost recesses. Sigh, another sycophant come to kneel before the great and terrible, I, Ronaldini. He who tamed the Sultan's treacherous tigers and hedonistic harem in the same legendary night. How far he has fallen! Simple mental manipulation. I'm capable of so much more. Levitation, escape! I can even press nylon without damage. Sigh, another sycophant come to kneel before the great and terrible, I, Ronaldini. He who tamed the Sultan's treacherous tigers and hedonistic harem in the same legendary night. How far he has fallen! I grow weary of your grating presence. Never call me that! I am Ronaldini! Call me by my name! It's true. I may seem like some sort of board-shaped conduit to the swirling mysticism of an outer realm. Harumph. Thank you. I'll just rearrange my dishevelment. I don't even know why that upsets me so much. Wow. Wow. I think so. I truly do. You've just pulled off an amazing feat of mentalism on me, the master of that very craft. You're most welcome. Oh, surprising one. And what a good bow it is, too. You've had tutoring. I wonder, would you allow me the great boon of some transparency? I should like to speak honestly with you. Oh, I've been found out. C'est la vie, I suppose. Will you still listen, fallen as I am? Well, good then. Bend your listening organs to me. Whatever type and number of listeners you possess should be quite functional for me now. As impossible as it may sound, it is that I, Ronaldini, the great and terrible, was not raised by a coven pack of witch-wolves, as my best-selling biography intimated. Shocking, I know. No, of course not. Oh, just that bit. Oh, and the one about the Duke of Cornwall's golden submersible. It is I, Ronaldini. Ah, yes, Shania Plain. Sigh. The finest export from that frozen wasteland until myself. Me? No, I scoff. Scoff. I am the great and terrible I, Ronaldini. No worldly woe could diminish the pitch-black luster of my... Wait. It is? You're telling me there is a dominion of the soul that I have not yet conquered? It's just that I am so used to performing in the salons of the wealthy, in steamship staterooms crossing the vast unknowable depths of Leviathan, even one time on a baroness's haunted ski lift. I'm accustomed to exposing my long and mighty, great and terrible powers to the finery of society's creme de la creme. Oh, that is true. It's true. It's true. I'm a fake, an imposter, a fraud, a phony, a con man, a bunko artist, a flim-flam man. Weepy, weepy, sob, sob. Oh, please. Please stop. Please. Mercy. I beg. It's fine. I understand. I deserve it. Yes, denigrate me. I deserve it. I'm Canadian. I can't help it. I'm a performer of great renown. Fine. Of course I do. I would change. I would try to, at least, but I'm so ashamed. Oh, the shame. I cannot be commanded. It's true. My true origin story is decidedly not astonishing. I was manufactured in Canada. I'm no sneak. No. Canada is a vast, unknowable space. Just because I'm from there doesn't mean I know this. Gary, was it? Oh, I actually do know Gary. Weird. Though he would never recognize me. Not any longer. Then why do I feel like less, somehow? You are kind and generous to say so. But am I not denying my inner truth? You think so? More dangerous than escaping a tiger trap actually filled with tigers? Huh. The inky vacuum of my proclivities may be too much for a mere mortal to handle. You have no fear? Too much to venture on to the darker side of our collective psyches? I can take that strength away with a wave of my hand. Why can it not be both? As long as parts of you remain strong, the parts I will require. You think you could catch my hand? No. Hours upon hours I have trained these hands, gazing into the mirror until they were able to achieve the impossible. My sleight of hand is anything but slight. I tell you, quite simply, that you are not. The fact you would even entertain the notion that you are indicates a distressing lack of self-awareness. Well, don't. What? Where? Gone. I see. A ruse. Successfully done. This does not make me feel well. Huh? I was built in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, in a factory on a remote wind-blown plain. It's dreadful. Once the factory dog ran away and I could still see it 2 days later. He was fine. He got bored and wandered back. There was no mystery in that icy landscape. Nothing wondrous, no fantasy or escape, save for death by boredom or freezing if you were lucky. If you were to stare into the distance very carefully, you could see the back of your own head. Bleak, yes, and you never will, as long as you stay away from there like I have. The kind that sparkles with the dread fire. I shall give you no further warning. Once you fall under my sway, I will not easily relinquish you. This opportunity will not present itself again. That I'm condescending to speak to you at all is, in itself, a miracle. Farewell. I rarely choose the most enthusiastic option. You'd best control that excitement. It would be a terrible shame for my command performance to be, shall we say, halted in the first act. Then make yourself useful. First, you'll need to get into my simple, empty little closet. Now, are you afraid? Only if you ask nicely. Oh, just my wand. Silk binding rope, a few blindfolds. Tools of the trade, darling. But it locks from the outside. I currently have no assistance. You're never trapped anywhere with I, Ronaldini, master of escape. Well, yes, but... Well, I mean... Why are you being so harsh? What makes you think you won't wish you could? Normally someone from the audience shoves a bunch of swords through it. How scintillating. Part the curtains. Of course you are. I'm terribly interesting. I could force you to do my bidding. I could stare into your eyes, snap my fingers, and your inhibitions would vanish, your free will gone, bent to serve me. Well, that isn't up to you. And pass up the chance at a command performance. I treat my servants well. Should. That is a part of our code, yes. I may make an exception if you serve me well. Think of what that will enable me to do to you, unless I disappear. Sigh. My truth is uninteresting. You don't mean it. Surely you're the only human in the world who thinks so. What is there to say? I'm a world-famous master of mystery, a diabolically devious devotee to the dark arts, and I'm a normal iron manufactured in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. No! Canada is a vast, unknowable space. Just because I'm from there doesn't mean I know this. Gary, was it? Oh. I actually do know Gary. Weird. But I despised that place, the fate I was cast in. That is correct. I live a lie every day. Well, an impossible question. I see what you're doing here. Oh, don't you see? I am my greatest illusion. I'm not great and terrible. I'm not even okay and slightly unnerving. Ronaldini, I'm nothing. I'm just Ron from Lloydminster. Liar! You couldn't possibly be truthful right now. I'm boring. Every breath I draw is false. Well, of course I have, but it was never me. It was this costume, this affectation. I, Ronaldini, am the amazing magician. I, Ron, am nothing. And yet that Ron, though I deny it every day, is the self I most cleave to. I miss that board. Oh, I don't know. Great this, terrible that. I may be great and terrible, but most of the time I just feel terrible. I do long for the simplicity of the tundra, to tread not the lush ironing board nylon to which my silken feet have grown accustomed, but the endless permafrost of my native land. I do long for that, but what would I do? There is no call for my brand of seductive rakery there. What? Oh? I, Ronaldini. Oh? It is such a flat place, no man can jump to his death, though many wish they could. Go on. That is so. Wildly, yes. But why, Ronaldini? So suppress my inner voice? That doesn't seem healthy. I suppose that's one option. No, I've never had much skill with dirt. Okay, I'll do as you say. Thank you, I suppose. I don't really feel up to it just now. Perhaps give me some time to digest what you've suggested. Of course. We can workshop the title later. I will do this very thing. A new tour. A homecoming. I can see it now. I can see the shining marquee through the blowing snow. Ron, the iron, is I, Ronaldini. That didn't make sense, and yet I laughed. Oh, that was very good. You're witty, aren't you? Indeed. I thank you, dear sweet thing. I will forever be in your debt. Should you ever find yourself traversing the northern reaches of this selfsame continent, do let me know. Oh, you are too droll. I must away. So much to plan, so much to prepare. Do you have a good-sized box to ship me in? Of course. Why had this not occurred to me before? By revealing my inner truth, I'll no longer be living this tortuous lie. Truth, honesty, a life lived in harmony with oneself, a dream I never dared dream, something, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure I ever really cared about, because who would until it starts to rankle at those dark inner reaches? Thank you, dear sweet thing. I will forever be in your debt. But may I ask you one last favor, though I feel deliciously greedy for daring to do so? Will you write my foreword? Oh, dear me. You are droll, aren't you? Enough! It will be done. Away! That didn't make sense, and yet I laughed. That didn't make sense, and yet I laughed. Indeed. Now I must away. Preparations, research, typewriter ribbons, birthday parties. How dare you? After all we've discussed, you think children's birthday parties a proper venue for one so magnificent as I? Is joking in the face of my despair your only contribution? Farming? You honestly believe that these painstakingly perfected poems should be wasted on tilling soil? For God's sake, my steam setting would wilt even the hardiest crop. Is joking in the face of my despair your only contribution? The factory dog? The dog who attempted to run away, who abandoned me the way I abandoned my home? He died about 20 years ago. And now, on top of my crushing existential crisis, I miss that dog. Poor Kazam. Is joking in the face of my despair your only contribution? Perhaps you're right. Then I shall. I shall perform my final vanishing act. You will never see me again. At least not in a cape. I shall perform my final vanishing act. You will never see me again. At least not in a cape. This is no joke. I am no marionette to be toyed with. You would suggest I end my career? Is joking in the face of my despair your only contribution? And that is the best thunderclap that occurred during your brainstorm? More like an upwardly mobile bout of brain diarrhea, wouldn't you say? Book! Oh! At long last to be doing something useful and productive with this up till now stagnant pool of my memory. Where shall I begin? Yes, let's see. Yes, brilliant! First line. Are you listening? Yes, I know that. Of course. But I'm sure you can understand how nervous I am. All my other creative endeavors have been lies. Okay, well, not lies. Maybe we've worked on that. But they've all been a deliberate obfuscation of the truth. I'm not an iron, I'm an illusionist and so forth. This is the first thing I've ever done where the goal was to reveal rather than obscure me. Well then, onward we go. Now, where was I? Change of costume, more like. I'm still going at the speed of good legerdemain. Now, where did I leave off? Oh, of course, the things we shared and sawed in the closet are absolutely privileged. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, Saskatchewan. I was forged in the bitter and unforgiving tundral wastelands of northern Canada. No, I see your point. How's this? Relatable. Yes. Okay, I was manufactured in a humble factory just outside of Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. It wasn't much, but it played a vital role in making me who I ultimately became. Better? Excellent. Leave me to write for a bit. I feel those creative seams beginning to tighten. I am glad you're back. I've gone through a couple of chapters, but I have become stuck on this one. Could I read you a short bit, and you could maybe help push me through to the other side of this writer's blockage? How fun! I'm now a writer with a blockage. I personally go for a nice spicy iron, steaming hot water, that stain-removing spray, the green bottle is best, and just the tiniest bit of rust. Really, really very tasty. Yes, well, that's fine, I guess. I am Canadian after all. Oh, I haven't the faintest. Go on, then. Back to the drawing board for me. The crowd panted and craned their necks towards the stage. I could almost smell their anticipation, so thick was it in the air. What will he pull from beneath his cape, they wondered. A live parrot, overflowing handfuls of gems and gold, a lit fire and a whistling tea kettle named Armand. The gangsters' goons waited impatiently in the wings for the curtain to come down. They knew as soon as it did, I would have no choice but to go with them and pay them every dime. But for those moments, with the stage lights burning like the sun of pure love in my eyes, I was invincible. Oh, yes, and exactly as I've just said, too. Well, perhaps not completely as written, though practically, yes. I'd say the basic premise is accurate, in theory, mostly. A Canadian ironing board with a talent for up-close magic and a riveting stage presence. Okay, fine. I'll start over. I was in a home goods store in Muncie, Indiana. Nice place, very nice appliances. I had a little fling with a fast-talking juicer from aisle 14. You will be front and center in that one, you sauce pot. It wasn't bright stage light so much as the lights from the emergency exit signs, but it was red, and that was quite lovely and dramatic. I did have an eager audience, though. It gets quite boring in those shops at night, and I was welcomed entertainment. The only things I had to conjure from beneath my cape were a single purple light bulb, a pack of sewing needles, and one of those plugs that makes one plug into 3 plugs. No, just the juicer, She thought I'd been flirting with the magnetic screwdriver, and they happened to be quite good friends, so she was a little peeved at me. She seemed like a gangster's goon in that light, though. I am ready. You are? Really? I am reinvigorated. That's why I've had writer's block, because I'm trying to concoct a story instead of just telling one. Thank you. Thank you yet again, my friend, for inspiring me and assisting me and listening to me, the real me. I am deeply and sincerely touched. Now, off with you. Ron the Iron has some more biography to reveal to his potential anxious readers. Welcome back to the home of I, Ron, who is both Ron and I, Ronaldini, an iron, a magician, and a writer, an official writer. I'm absolutely burning up these days. I have finished my book, and should it please you, oh editor of mine, I'd like to read you just the last few lines. Oh, they're true. They may be the most truthful in the whole book. Ahem. As I write this, I am an iron. I live in a quiet house. I have some close acquaintances, some intrigues, some dramas, like most others. I am still a magician, and I am developing a brand new show. It's been too long since I had a new show. I am normal in very many respects, and I am happy to be so. But in one thing I am special. In one thing above all, I have achieved magnificence. I, Ronaldini, have a wonderful human. He has helped to write this story by recognizing long before I did that my story was one worth telling. I, Ronaldini, have a wonderful human. She has helped to write this story by recognizing long before I did that my story was one worth telling. I, Ronaldini, have a wonderful human. They have helped to write this story by recognizing long before I did that my story was one worth telling. So, what do you think? Well then, yes indeed. Much to do now, as you can imagine. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Here, take it. An invisible autobiography. My greatest feat. Off I go, friend. Okay, you're here. Good. Ha! I must confess to being more than a little nervous. As long as it's been since I put on a show, it's even longer since I've had a rehearsal. And especially a rehearsal in front of a human whose opinion I respect. Thank you, Bobby. Welcome, ladies and gentlespoons, to the long-awaited return show of I, Ronaldini, the great and tremendous. No, I was never terrible, really. It was all a cover. As you all know, I am a master of many magical feats, any of which would wow and astound you. But for this my return show, I shall focus on one area of my brilliance, a skill that has recently and powerfully affected my own existence, that of transfiguration. Shush, Bobby. Now, prepare to be amazed. I shall begin, as most performers do, with something seemingly simple. In the blink of an eye, I will transport myself from one side of this room to the other. Bobby, is the switcheroo, magical, switcheroo magic ready? Presto! Like the crack of a whip, whammo, like a flash of lightning, I am here, and then I am there. Are you amazed? Damnation! I shall have to redouble my efforts. I knew you would be. Just wait for what comes next. I give you this form. Or perhaps this is not the right face. Not for right now. I give you, then, a darling teddy bear who reads you to sleep and holds your heart in his big, capable paws. I can even transform our beloved assistant Bobby through the power of my magic. Well, yes, never mind that, then. Magic is vitally about the consent of all parties, you see. Now, what if we change something belonging to yourself? Your specs points, for instance? My, what a handsome array of points you have. I don't think you're nearly as smart as you say. Yes, you like that, don't you? I imagine I'm looking fairly charming right now, aren't I? I'll just take some. You are charmed by me. I could see it by the gleam in your eye. But if you continue looking at me in that unguarded way, you are in danger of becoming despoiled. Shapow! Whoosh! Your points are mine! Oh, do I detect a note of sass? That was a sassy comment. You are not deserving of sass. But not to worry. I am not without empathy. Tell me now, are you amazed? Of course. There. Everything as it was before. Oh, my goodness. What is this? What is this? Surely this is not an object of mine. It must be. Could it be? Yes! My powers of transfiguration have enabled me to conjure from the air, to transfigure pure nothingness into a solid object, and not even an object of my own, but an object belonging to another being entirely. Has any feat before equaled this? Will any feat that comes after rival this? I would say to you, no, none. And not ever. I have transfigured my position in the world. I have transfigured your treasured points. I have even transfigured the air around us to form solid, undeniable objects. But I wonder, could I, against all natural law, transfigure your very thoughts? Feel my influence. We shall calm it down. We shall calm it down to a single point. Under my gaze, under my magical power, you shall think a single thought, a thought that I shall give you, an act of pure mentalism. I give you the thought of pickles. Yes, yes, pickles, dill ones, bread and butter ones, long spears, lovely round coins, spicy ones, sweet ones, pickle relish. Your mind is full of pickles. Now, take your mind back. It is yours. You may think whatever you wish, anything at all. What, my darling audience, would you like to say to me? What is the foremost thought in your mind, your own mind? Do you see? Do you see my powers now? Behold the magic! Ha! Yes, of course. I am a generous prestidigitator. And there you have it. My show. My first original show in so very long. And you were here, and we did it. Bobby, you were extraordinary. Couldn't have done it without you. You know, in the wake of such a fabulously successful show, I just have this wave of confessional generosity sweeping over me. Might I tell you something? It's not something I'm terribly proud of, but I think it does demonstrate a not insignificant amount of brilliance on my part. It's about our excellent little pin. Yes, dear Bobby. I feel terrible, but I create so much counterfeit coin from my practice that it's terribly difficult to get rid of. So, having an assistant to offload it all through a nearby fence makes my practice ever more sustainable. It does feel better having that off my chest. Spoken like a true friend. And now, I must know. The show. Bobby and myself. Our big reveal. Well, double reveal. What did you think? I think so as well. Ha! As cold as Canada. I hate to say, I am grateful for what you've done for me. Or, I suppose, for what I've managed to do while you were here. I, Ronaldini. Away. Ah, my love. My truest companion and most trustworthy lover. My book is complete. My show was a success. I can confidently say, not in my whole existence as an iron, as a magician, as a writer, great hell, as a Canadian, have I ever been this happy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, ha, yes, of course. It's all right. I did get carried away. I suppose it will be my great honor to keep you as a friend. I cannot tell if this is a good thing, but I will take it. A friend it is. I couldn't agree more. Oh, my little bunny, I am always pleased to see you appear. My one, my only. How may I be your lovely assistant? I am tickled. That would be extraordinary. Come back, and next time I will have paper. A sensual show. Yes, very much. Oh, well, of course, I would be very excited. Come by next time, and I will do the preparations in the meantime, as well as rebutton my trousers. My one, my only. How may I be your lovely assistant? I am tickled. Dear friend, I'm absolutely swamped with all my preparations. I have decided to put on a magic show. There is my autobiography just out of reach. I simply can't talk, but you must know that as soon as I have a free moment, it's yours. Really? Then I will finish it quickly for you. Come back later. That would be extraordinary. Come back, and next time I will have paper. Dear friend, I'm absolutely swamped with all my preparations. What they are for, I am still in the process of finding out. But you must know that as soon as I have found out what it is I am doing, I am all yours. Ah, yes. Hello. I confess to still being somewhat lost in reverie, pondering your advice. Perhaps another time. Yes. Bated breath, darling. Would never have expected that to be under your cape. An interesting take. I agree. Yes, we may, though it does depend on how good you are at being sawn in half. Now you are the one playing tricks. For if you truly meant it, if you truly meant that you were going to realize me and make me human, well, then this would be the most exciting day of my whole existence. And when I woke up this morning, I was by no means prepared to have the most exciting day of my existence. So, by all the holy starch and pleats, yes! Let's do this! Ultimate magic trick, begin! Well, then, friend, you are a tease. But it's okay. I can forgive and forget, as long as you come back, and quickly. You're back. Excellent. Are we ready? You will be sorry. When I'm a human, and I can do human-sized magic on you. Oh, what am I talking about? I'll still be nice to you and love you and... Oh, just hurry it up. I, Ronaldini, the single greatest magician, writer, Canadian alive! Ah, my love, my truest little bunny. I happen to have such a closet set aside for us. Would you care to step inside and make some magic of our own? I have found the calling of my new life. If I cannot be a true magician, and I cannot even pursue the mysteries of the occult, what is there for me? My God, what am I? What shall I do? I sell complete magical clothing press kits that will make even the most delicate or complex fabric shine like new. You want to look your best? Then you use the best. To magic. A host. Well. Collective gasp.